Welcome to our India News Hour. Accelerated digitization to be the key trend to watch across digital ecosystem. New Year's resolutions are not only for individuals but also for businesses too. Company goals, the leaders set for the year ahead are usually measured in data tied to categories like revenue production and expenses reduction. Indian ICT sector will continue to soar in 2021 by riding on the waves of digital transformation starting from e-education, deep tech startups and newer opportunities into new IT-enabled opportunities in the automobile and the energy sectors. With the COVID-19 pandemic happened, an unprecedented economic decline followed all over the country with huge impact on India, but the Indian IT services companies and B2B tech startups have delivered on the promise. This is an industry which continues to flourish. With all good things done by this sector, 2021 will be the first year of this decade to be the truly accelerated path of achievements. In India, where 70% of the schools are run by the government, the impact of the pandemic has been severe on students. But even as millions of children in the country were left with no access to learning last year, the edtech space was bustling as demand for online classes exploded amid the pandemic-triggered lockdowns. This has once again brought the age-old debate over free education for all to the forefront. Secondly, when we saw the media and the entertainment segments, the TV advertising could not recover what it lost in 2020. One of the biggest casualties of the pandemic was television advertising as big marketers shifted money from TV commercials to social media apps like Snap and Facebook. But even assuming the pandemic ends this year with widespread vaccination, it is predicted that TV advertising in 2021 would not regain all it lost. While the pandemic brought in multiple challenges, it also provided an unmatched opportunity for leaders and organizations to lead this change and build workplaces that will thrive in uncertainty. Small retailers and businesses survived the global pandemic that plagued 2020 on the back of rapid digitization by relying on platforms which helped them power e-commerce, deploy touchless payments and so much more. Let's look into today's headlines in One India. Discussions on India's spectrum roadmap with telcos, satellite and tech majors on 6th of January. The Department of Telecommunications will discuss in a virtual meeting with industry stakeholders including telecom lobby groups, original equipment makers and the Department of Space and the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting officials on a roadmap for the use of radio frequency spectrum in India during next 10 years is scheduled on the 6th of January 2021. Local representatives of the US-based internet and technology giants such as Google, Facebook, Apple and Intel are also likely to participate in the virtual meeting besides multinational vendors such as Ericsson, Nokia and Samsung. Credit card bills payment startup Cred raises $81 million. The fast-growing Indian startup Cred allows users to pay their credit card bills and gives rewards in return, has raised $81 million in a Series C financing round, which puts the company at $806 million valuation. The investors in the round include Sequoia Capital, Rabbit Capital, Tiger Global and General Catalyst, Sofina Kato and Satyan Gajwani of Times Internet. Approximately $1.2 million of the cash was used to buy shares from staff liquidating vested stocks gained from employee stock ownership plans, that is ESOPs. OCC approves the use of stablecoins for banking transactions. The Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, that is OCC, the top US banking regulator, has approved the use of stablecoins for the settlement of financial transactions by banks. The OCC guidance clears the way for banks to participate in independent node verification networks, that is INVN, and use stablecoins to conduct payment activities and other bank permissible functions. Bitcoin peaks to $34,000 within hours, surpassing the $30,000 hit. The price of Bitcoin surged past $34,000 for the first time ever. The cryptocurrency has tripled in value in the past year. After first topping the $33,000 level Saturday, Bitcoin briefly crested $34,000 on Sunday. As of Sunday night, a single Bitcoin traded for about $33,300. In December month only, the Bitcoin gained over 50% and it gained 7.8% to hit levels of $34,000 before inching lower to $33,970 mark. The controversy around this novel asset is still being there, and after retreating by a huge 25% amid COVID-19 chaos in March 2020, it again drew momentum from Bitcoin enthusiasts. ElectroRat, a new malware used by hackers to target cryptocurrency users. Security firm Indezer Labs said cybercriminals have created fake cryptocurrency apps in order to trick users into installing a new strain of malware on their systems with the goal of stealing victims' funds. The hackers relied on 3 cryptocurrency-related apps for their scheme. The fake apps were named Jam, E-Trade or Kingdom and DuoPoker and were hosted on dedicated websites. The first 2 apps claimed to provide a simple platform to trade cryptocurrency, while the third was a cryptocurrency poker app. All 3 apps came in versions for Windows, Mac and Linux and were built on top of Electron and app building framework. Beauty startup Nykaa plans $3 billion IPO this year. The Indian online cosmetic retailer Nykaa E-Retail Private is planning an initial public offering at a minimum value of $3 billion this year. The startup is currently working with its advisors to prepare for the sale of shares in Mumbai. The firm is looking forward towards a domestic listing through an overseas share sale is also under consideration, and deliberations are ongoing, and details of the offering including the size and the timeline could change according to sources. MI India intros Mi 10i 5G smartphone today. Xiaomi has launched the Mi 10i 5G smartphone, the latest entrant in the Mi 10 series in India today. The Mi 10i 5G sports a circular camera module on the back with 4 sensors. The phone will be available on 2 color variants, that is Atlantic Blue and Pacific Sunrise. Xiaomi India Managing Director Manu Kumar Jain also stated that the Mi 10i 5G was tailored for its fans in India, also claiming the I in Mi 10i stands for India. The Mi 10i features 108 MP camera sensor, Qualcomm Snapdragon 750G processor, 120 Hz adaptive sync display and support for fast charge with price starting from $20,999. IBM ropes in Gary Cohn, ex-Trump advisor, as vice chairman. Gary Cohn, the former economic advisor to the US President Donald Trump and ex-Goldman Sachs Group Inc. president, has been named as vice chairman of International Business Machines, that is IBM, the technology giant said. He will be part of IBM's executive leadership team and will work in the areas of business development, client services, public advocacy and client relationship management, IBM said in a statement. Cohn served as Trump's top economic advisor between January 2017 and April 2018, and before that was President and Chief Operating Officer of Goldman Sachs for a decade. Traders' body demand for special tax of 5% on e-tailers. Owners of small businesses, the Federation of All India Vyapar Mandal, have demanded imposition of a special tax of 5% on online retailers and lowering of income tax rate to 22% on partnership and limited liability partnership firms in the next union budget proposal to the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Traders and retailers who have been going through a tough time in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic contribute about 22% to the country's gross domestic product and provide employment to lakhs of people. TV9's Nikhil Mathur joins India TV as Head of Marketing. Moving on from TV9 as AVP Marketing and Events, Nikhil Mathur has joined Rajat Sharma-led India TV as Head of Marketing. Mathur worked with TV9 for a little over a year, overseeing marketing and events for the news network. He has an overall experience of more than 15 years in the industry. He will be responsible for the entire gamut of marketing, including brand planning, marketing campaigns, strategic partnerships, and corporate communications. To conclude, although there has been an easier access to formal education systems, India is still facing problems related to foundational learning, future-ready curriculum, job-ready skilling, quality of education, and motivation for self-learning. While 2020 was transformational for the education sector, the pace of innovation will accelerate in 2021. The adoption of digital tools, processes, and software-led solutions will change the speed at which enterprises innovate, grow, support customers, and conduct business. Enterprises will speed transformations using software that improves productivity, efficiency, accuracy, security, and time to market by collecting and acquiring information digitally, coupled with the use of advanced analytics and data visualization to gain insights needed to accelerate innovation. Security will take on a new meaning in 2021. Developers will address potential security issues, including security testing, much earlier in the design cycle. Greater emphasis will be placed on how products will be deployed, the use of touchless and contactless technology, removing human intervention, and fully automating networks that self-heal. User experience or UX will continue to grow in importance for both customers and providers of software solutions of all types due to the increased role such solutions play in professional and personal contexts, and the ever-increasing expectations resulting from frustrations with mediocre experiences. Let's wind up for the day, but do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to Our India News Magazine. You can download the Our India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.